What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back again, Wolfpack Mask Wolf, coming at you with another AFL Fantasy video. I'm excited. The season's underway. I've been looking at a lot of reviews and stuff on players. I bought the Moira's Magic membership. Part of that goes to charity, so I was definitely happy about that. But I've been doing some research, even more in depth, and I had people like Clayton Oliver in, even like your Patrick Cripps and stuff, and I did some tweaks. I've gone for more players that I think are a bit underpriced that are going to go over what their price is at, and then try and evaluate who these locks we are, who these workhorses are that we must need. So let's just get straight into the team again. Let's go through the must-haves, who I think are must-haves. For me, in the defensive role, I think you have one must-have and one sort of risk must-have, if that makes sense, which is George Hewitt and James Sicily. The risk is Sicily because he's coming off such a major injury. I wanted to see how he went. He did play in the Amy. I think he scored about 66. If we go to Magic here and we type in Sicily, he's priced at 61. In the preseason game, he scored 66, and that's with limited time on ground. I'm expecting this to be a cash maker. I recommend you get him in your team. Hopefully he doesn't get another big injury, but I think always coming back from an injury, and because he played coming towards the end of the season of last season from memory, and now he's played in the preseason, it's pretty much a good reward over a risk. George Hewitt, with the likes of Sam Walsh gone, I think George Hewitt here is a very, very good pick. He's going to see increased time on ground, increased points, price at 537. Let's check what he's... Hewitt, did I spell it right? Yes, I did. He's priced at 64. I think we're looking anywhere between 70 to 75 to 90 with this guy. So I also don't think, even though I'm a Richmond fan, I don't think Richmond are going to be as strong as what we're expecting. I think they're going to bounce back, yes, from that horrid last season. But for first game, I think Carlton always play well against Richmond, at least for a half or three quarters, then they die out. So the fantasy points are there to be made in the first round, and just get an idea of how that Carlton team is looking. Adam Zera, I think it is going to be there, and also Patrick Cripps. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting watch, but I think he's a must-have. My smoky for defense, and some people are yes on this and some people are no, is McInerney. Now, Justin McInerney is in the defensive role, but does get some time in the mid sometimes. He puts up good fantasy points, and I was really, really surprised when I saw his price tag here. Now, I could go Jake Lloyd. I think that's a risk with the kick-ins that he does. He's just, I'm more confident in McInerney. I'm more confident in Sydney Swans this season as well. I think they're going to have a better season, which means better fantasy points for us. And because the SCG is a smaller ground, which I found out, it makes for like just a slower game and less fantasy points sometimes. So I'm not willing to rush myself into Jake Lloyd as of yet. And of course, Lockie Whitfield. I think risk, yes. Underpriced, yes. We'll see how he goes. On to the mids. I made some changes here. I'm going to be running Jack McRae as my vice captain for a loophole. And then I'm going to be looking at Lachie Neale as my captain. I think against Port Adelaide, Brisbane at the Gabba, it's going to be a really good game. High fantasy points, high scoring, I reckon. It's just a free-flowing game when it comes to these two teams. And I think Lachie Neale, definitely underpriced. He's someone you should definitely look at getting as a premium. My Uber premium, Jack McRae, I'll have him as the vice captain, ready to go. Not confident in Cripps as of yet. I just want to see how he runs. But yeah, I think a must-have is Matt Rowell. I'm going to be honest. I think if he has a really good game for Gold Coast, you can see here on the AFL fixture that Matt Rowell is coming up against West Coast to start with, Melbourne, which is going to be a tough game, but I think it's a really good ease-in game for him. West Coast won't be one of the greater teams this season, and I think he has one of these, like, okay, I'm back now against West Coast. Hopefully they win, and it's like, I'm feeling good, getting some good fantasy points. I think he's a must-have. Same with Nick Dacos. You guys need to get him in your team. He's going to earn you some serious cash. Matt Crouch is a risk reward again. Adelaide are not going to have a great season. I'm an about Matt Crouch, but I think with his brother being out of the team, it just enables him to get some serious points as well. Caleb Sarong, some people are on and off on him. I just think let's lock and load on him, to be honest. I think he's going to produce some great numbers. Straight into the forwards, nothing really has changed here, bar my just the way I've lined everything up. I've still got Cogs. I think he's going to make some good. I'm actually out of the whole team, it's Cogs that I'll be replacing, I'd say, because I'm not sure where he's going to be put in the team list and his mid to forward ratio. Because if his forward ratio is bad, and Toby Green is very injury prone, it only puts Cogs up forward even more. So I'm a bit on and off on Cogs at the moment, but the rest I'm ready to go. I think Zach Butters is also a must-have in the forwards. I think he's a Port Adelaide going to have another good season and another must-have. Hugo Ralphsmith is someone I wanted to talk about. Me being a bit of a Richmond fan, but keep your eyes on Hugo Ralphsmith. I think he is going to be someone to watch. You're paying a bit more for him, but I mean, I've got 221 left in the bank just in case I wanted to, let's say Lachie Neale injures himself first round and I want to get an Uber premium or someone that I think, okay, maybe I should definitely get him. I've got some money to play in the bank. I've got Will Kelly, the defender forward, in the utility spot as well, which is fine. But yeah, keep your eyes on Hugo Ralphsmith. There's one player that I'm keeping tabs on. I'm a bit off and on him, which is Josh Ward. He's in the 200s. I think Hawthorn. Keep your eyes out for him. Could be a good grab. Maybe a bad get. I hope I've shown you some players here that you maybe haven't seen before or were thinking about and maybe didn't know some information about them. But good luck. The changes have been made, but they are final. See you soon.